So hello everyone. My name is Dimitri. Um, I work for the Lemonade Foundation, and I would like to start my presentation with a question. What is the largest and most vulnerable group of people in the world? Now, you've guessed it. It's smallholder farmers. Smallholder farmers are defined as farmers who operate on less than 2 hectares of land. That's about 5 acres. Now, let me give you some stats about them. About 75% of poor people in the world live in rural areas and depend on agriculture. In all, it is estimated that there are 500 million smallholder farms in the world, and in total, they support about 2 billion people, if you think of the extended families of these farmers. And they are responsible for about 40% of the global food production. And if we focus specifically on sub-Saharan Africa, that number shoots up to 80% of the food production. So you may ask, why are they so vulnerable? Well, they have limited access to resources, markets, credit, and insurance. But it gets worse, and that's because of climate change. Now, what you're looking at here is a map of the regions of the world with the highest density of smallholder farms. You can see it's heavily concentrated in sub-Saharan Africa and in South Asia. And I'm going to push a button right now, and it's going to switch to the map of the world with the most risky regions of the world for climate change. Here you go. I'm going to go back and forth, and you can see how it coincides. Smallholder farmers, adverse effects of climate change. Smallholder farmers, adverse effects of climate change. So what are the effects of climate change on these farmers? Well, obviously, you have prolonged periods of droughts, floods, and other weather events like hurricanes and typhoons that cause mayhem on agricultural crops. It's estimated that the yield reduction in crops will reach 30% in the next few years. And for the farmer and his or her family, a failed harvest leads to food insecurity, loss of income, increased debt, and depleted savings, making recovery very difficult. So we asked ourselves what can be done to help these farmers, and we chose to focus on insurance. Let me tell you why. First, because insurance is a very efficient way to help smallholder farms. It reduces vulnerability to climate shocks, boosts resilience, and it is estimated that yields can increase by 15% because it enables farmers to take more risks and invest in their farms and use better seeds and fertilizers and things like that. But only 3% of farmers have access to crop insurance. Why is that? In one word, it's price. Traditional insurance is just too costly. These farmers are usually located in such remote areas, and the premiums that they have to pay are so low that it just doesn't make economic sense for traditional insurance companies. Now, Lemonade is not a traditional insurance company. At the core, Lemonade believes in the power of technology to bring about better solutions. And that transpires in the nonprofit foundation as well. We believe that we can use technology for exponential impact. And so that's what we did. And about 2 years ago, we created a coalition in which we brought some very strong partners in order to tackle this huge problem. And together, we built a blockchain-based insurance platform. What that means, in essence, is that the corporate structure is replaced by a DAO. The policy exists as a smart contract. Instead of having people go and check the claims of farmers, we have parametric insurance, which is fed by oracles into the blockchain. On top of that, we are, a non-profit, and so we're not looking for profit. We're selling the insurance at cost. More than that, right now we're even subsidizing them. And basically what we've built, instead of generating distrust from farmers because they don't trust in the insurance companies and they don't think they will get paid when the time comes, this is fully transparent, and so it's trustless. Here you see an example of what we've built and how it works. Basically, we interact with the feature phone of a farmer. The image you see here is a smartphone, but it works the same with a feature phone because it's based on USSD and SMS, which was very basic technologies. The farmer doesn't know and have to know anything about blockchain or crypto or anything like that. They just submit some information, they register for an insurance policy, they pay with their mobile wallets. That's the amazing thing in Africa, is that even in these remote areas with their simple phones, they have and they use mobile wallets. So they register for insurance, they get a confirmation, and then later on in the season, at the time of harvest, if it is measured, this is a video, I'm not going to show it to you just to save time, maybe I can show it to you afterwards, but this lady within 30 seconds registered and pays for her insurance policy. Basically, at the end of the season, they receive, if they have to, if it is deemed that there wasn't enough rain and their harvest has failed, for example, they receive an automatic payment on their mobile wallet. And one of the huge advantages, additional advantages of this system is that instead of having to wait weeks and sometimes even months for the money to get into their wallets, it gets there in minutes because the smart contracts are automatically triggered by the Oracle, and the money can flow out literally in minutes onto their phones. And that is a crucial difference because we're talking about people for whom a failed harvest can mean no food for the next few months. And so having to wait to get the money, and instead of that, getting the money right away is a crucial difference. So I'm sharing a few more pictures. With that, what we've done so far is we've insured 13,000 farmers in several pilot programs in different regions of Kenya. Next, we have very ambitious plans. We want to cover 1 million farmers next year, with an even more ambitious view to cover 100 million farmers by 2030. I'm going to stop right here. I would love to get your questions. I don't know if the format enables that, Christoph. Please let me know. In any case, if you'd like to know more, you can reach out to us on this email, or Christoph can share some more contact details.